Hello, everybody. My name is Drew Cirillo, and I'm presenting my water sustainability project today. For my introduction, I want to talk about how water is one of the most abundant resources on the planet, and yet only 1% is accessible to humans for drinking and other everyday uses. Um, it's a scarce resource that we have, and we have to conserve it in any way that we can. For water use and cost, we set across 2 days where we would record our water use, how much we used and how we used it. And then at the end of it, we took it into an average and then used our knowledge of what it would be to have the water and spend money on the water. So my total came out to be $17.97. We then went to a website where we put in our statistics for how we live and the things that we do, like traveling, how much, how far, and how much travel we indulge in. And with that, my total water consumed came out to 1,458.614 gallons. My water consumed for outdoor and recycle was -17, and my daily water consumption by human for personal needs was 47.614 gallons. The next thing that we did was the water carry experience. We watched a video that showed how a couple tribes in Africa will have to carry their water use each day. And I carried 1 gallon around all day doing everyday tasks. And it was a lot more difficult than I thought it would have been. Carrying around a gallon of water all day is one of those things that it doesn't dawn on you until you're actually doing it. And that's just 1 gallon. I can't imagine carrying around all the water that I would need in a day, which again, I averaged earlier to be 14 gallons. So that would be a lot harder to carry. My industry, I am a firefighter by trade back home, and I know water is a huge portion of what we use to help our industry stay safe, I guess. Whether it's decon in hazmat scenarios, whether it's putting out fire, or whether it's just providing a safe shield or hydraulic ventilation. That's something we use water with, and it's probably a waste. We can use a fan instead of water. So I talked about using the ways water usage in the industry of firefighting could decrease, like using a dry chemical reduction agent to dilute spilled hazardous materials. Use a fan to ventilate, use a dry chem agent to smother a smaller fire instead of soaking it with water, using a different solution of water and soap for hazmat decon, and not wasting water by dumping high pressure water on a finite amount of water but a finite amount of water that is effective. Consumption and reflection, I looked at the overall consumption of what I did towards the class and also the average about countries. So the United States is in between 2,000 and 2,500 gallons. And I thankfully I'm under Israel, in between Botswana and Brazil. So that was kind of cool to see. And I'm right dead smack dab in the middle of the water sustainability students, which then puts me under the average of 1,500 gallons. Overall, the biggest realization I've come to is my perception of water. Water has always been clean and readily available to me, while others around the world don't have that same luxury. I definitely took that for granted because I have clean and easily available water access. And now I don't take that for granted. Between all the work that goes into being able to turn on a faucet and get clean water to the cleaning and purification process, it shows how much I was missing with my knowledge of water. And due to this class, I'm now conscious and wary of how much water I use. Here are my resources for the pictures and other sources that I use to get information. But other than that, I thank you for listening to my presentation.